Hi Janice, I wanted to answer this question back not only because I'm a mom, but also because I'm a licensed therapist, and I also have certification in dealing with drug and alcohol abuse clients. So when I saw that this was posted, I thought I definitely had to get the webcam out and give you my opinion. For the last 6 years, which has been my entire career in the field, I've been working with teenagers who have drug abuse problems and their families, and so I'm pretty well versed in the whole over-the-counter medication drug abuse issues. The thing that is pretty scary is that these kids don't really realize just how deadly over-the-counter medications can be. And what I'm finding out is the reason that they don't think that they're deadly is because they're over-the-counter. They get this false sense of security in thinking that if this is an over-the-counter medication that is sold to everybody for coughs or other illnesses, that there's no way that it could be harmful or deadly to them. And what they're not realizing is that they're taking the medication obviously in larger quantities and in ways that it's not intended, and so that's why it's becoming harmful to them. In addition to the over-the-counter, obviously prescription medication drug abuse has become huge as well. In fact, the current generation of young kids, teenagers today, they're known as the prescription drug generation, because prescription drugs are in the homes and they're easily accessible, and that is actually what kids are using more so. A lot of kids are on prescription medications as well for things like ADHD or mental health issues. So there's a lot more access to prescription medications. There's a lot more prescription medication kids are taking more prescription medications. So that has become an issue, but I absolutely agree about the over-the-counter substances. Included in even the over-the-counter substances are things like aerosol cans. Those are being abused, especially by the younger kids, because it's something simple and easy that they can use, and they find it funny and think it's fun to get high off of that. So I'm a mom. My kids are 2.5 years old and 5 months old. Obviously quite young. I won't be talking to them about this anytime in the real near future, but I would encourage moms to talk to their kids probably younger than they feel comfortable talking to them about drugs. Because what's happening is that while kids in your children's grade might not be taking drugs or talking about drugs, if they're over at other people's houses who have older siblings, they can hear information about drugs, or if they have access to the internet, kids are finding out about drugs, and they're learning things that aren't true, and arming themselves with information that's not accurate or appropriate. And so if parents can get to their kids and talk to them about drugs early on, maybe even 4th, 5th grade, and again, you have to tailor the discussion to be age appropriate. But if we can talk to our kids early on, even about things such as over-the-counter medications, then we can feel comfortable knowing that they have the proper knowledge and know that these things can be harmful to them, and if they're offered to them, that they should say no. And in addition, parents have to be very careful about how we keep our over-the-counter medications in the house. We have to keep them locked up. We have to keep an eye on them, and we can't just assume that our kids aren't going to go and check them out. We have to be responsible parents and do our part in this as well. So I just wanted to say thanks for bringing this topic up, and I'm so glad that people are bringing this to the attention of to the government, that things are being done such as locking up cold medications and requiring IDs for cold medications. Those kinds of things make me very happy, because like you said, these are the drugs that the kids are abusing these days because they're so easily accessible. So thanks for bringing this up, and I'm glad that I had a chance to respond, and hopefully others will respond as well, because I'm always curious to see what others feel about this topic and when they are going to talk to their kids about drugs and drug use. So thanks so much.